are taking over your airwaves. In 3, 2, 1.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, zebras. It is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. As I do this live, it is 7:17 in the AM, coming to you live from the Julian Nicholas Podcast Studio. Good morning to Julian's mom. Good morning to IDKT Name. And good morning to you watching in advisory. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day indeed. Want to make my daily pitch now. This is day 2 of me trying to find the next host and hosts of the Zebra Morning Show. So if you think you've got what it takes, which I'm going to be honest, it doesn't take all that much to come in here and do the announcements, have a little fun, and learn about podcasting and live streaming and broadcasting and all the things that we're able to do here on the Zebra Podcast Network and the Zebra Morning Show. So if you're interested and you want to try this out, find me, Mr. Nessie, in D309, or you can email me. When you go into your Gmail, search Nessie, N-E-S-I, and you could send me an email, and we'll get you in here. We'll give you a tryout. See if you like it. So that's my daily pitch for that. Now, on with the show, and let's start with the weather.
We'll make it sweet. We'll make it short. Now here for you is the weather report.
The weather, baby.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently 35 degrees and cloudy in New Brunswick, although it's a strange cloudy this morning. It's like there's this big cloud over the horizon and the sun is rising over it. So that's where we're at right now as we go up to a high of 50 degrees today. And again, yeah, the weather has turned. It is fall, and as people like to say, winter is coming. So that's where we're at with the weather. Let's get into our morning announcements. Did you know, and I mean, at this point, I don't know how you can't know, we are also a podcast. Zebra Morning Show is available wherever you listen to podcasts. If you scan that Dino code on your screen, you'll be able to follow us and listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. It's that simple. So take out your phones, kids, scan the Dino code, and subscribe where you listen to podcasts. And if you're not listening to podcasts, what are you doing? You can learn stuff. You could be entertained. They're good. Find a podcast that you like to listen to, and hopefully you start with this one. Here's Miss Morano with our quote of the day.
Good morning. This is Miss Morano with your quote of the day. Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent and others belong to us as well. Voltaire.
Thank you, Miss Morano. And as always, I appreciate you taking the time to make these quotes. So yes, appreciation is a wonderful thing. Today is National Seatbelt Day, so buckle up. It's also National Family Pajama Day. So before you go to bed tonight, have everybody in your family dress up in the same pajamas. It's almost the holiday season. It's the time of year to do that sort of thing. It's also National Spicy Guacamole Day and National Pickle Day. Shout out to my son Colton, who loves pickles. On this day in history, in 1776, November 14th, an English newspaper reports that Ben Franklin has joined this American rebellion. Big scandalous news in 1776. And on this day in 1851, Herman Melville publishes the novel Moby Dick. Shout out to Herman Melville, one of the greatest novels of all time. Students, we've got great clubs here at New Brunswick High School. Here are the clubs meeting today. The Alliance Club from 2:45 to 3:45 in A208. The Daily Tech Table is open in the Media Center from 7:45 to 8 o'clock this morning and 8:15 to 8:30. and then again from 1 to 1:45. What's the point of the tech table? To get your Chromebooks replaced or repaired. In the morning, you can borrow a Chromebook for the day. And then in the afternoon, you can also get your Chromebooks repaired or replaced. And the afternoon session is reserved for returning a borrowed Chromebook. You can't borrow a Chromebook during the last part of the day. So if you need that now, you're an advisory. Ask for a pass to the Media Center so you can borrow a Chromebook. And make sure you've got your physical student ID. The yearbook can be pre-ordered for 2025. It's $50 until winter break. You can do that with cash by seeing Mr. McDermott or Miss Esposito in D204. Online orders can also be placed with a card, and links and more information are available on the yearbook Instagram. They are at NBHS_YB. The Key Club is currently running their fall food drive, and donations can be dropped off in your advisory classroom. The advisory class that collects the most items will win a free breakfast. Check out the posters and flyers around the school for suggested donation items. And if you've got any questions, see Miss Andreessen in C205. The Key Club, in partnership with the Hispanic Culture Club, is sponsoring a blood drive next week on November 19th in the wrestling room. You need to book an appointment by tomorrow, November 15th. If you are only 16 years old, and that's the youngest you can be, you must submit a signed consent form. You can pick one up on the Key Club bulletin board, on the second floor C-Pod area, or in C205. You can return forms to Miss Andreessen in C205 or Hispanic Culture Club advisor Miss Oviedo in D215. For any faculty and staff that are interested in donating next week, you can just show up and get to the front of the line. The National Art Honor Society is going to have a meeting today in room A101. For more information, see Mr. Lago. Students, we encourage you to get involved here at the high school, and one of the best ways you could do that is by joining your student council. Student council meets every first and third Thursday in B321 from 2:45 to 3:45. Class council meets every second and fourth Thursday. For more information, visit nbstudentcouncil.com and follow them on Instagram at nbhs.stuco. That's STUCO. And now, some promos for our other podcasts. Let's start with Peer to Peer.
Hey Zebras! I'm Angela.
And I'm Michelle, and we are excited to introduce this year's peer-to-peer podcast for the 2024 and 2025 school year.
What is peer-to-peer, you ask? Well, it's a space where we, as peer leaders, bring you the real stories from high school, shared by our very own peer leaders.
That's right. Peer leadership is all about guiding and supporting others, and through this podcast, we'll be talking about everything from overcoming challenges to finding balance in school life.
We'll also be offering advice specifically for our underclassmen, helping you navigate high school like a pro.
So join us each episode as we explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
This is Peer to Peer, where your story matters. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hello, my name is Alana, and I am the host of Sazon Latino, the all-Spanish podcast here in New Brunswick High School, and this is brought to you by the Hispanic Culture Club. We talk about many different topics in Sazon Latino, like cultures all around the world, food, music, and you can find more from us in Instagram at NBHSHCC, and you can also go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com/Sazon Latino.
Thank you for the Hispanic Culture Club. There's going to be a new Sazon Latino coming out this Friday, so make sure you are subscribed. So scan that dino code for the Sazon Latino podcast. Students, make sure you're connected with your grade on Google Classroom and Instagram. There are your Google Classroom codes and your class Instagram accounts. Get connected and get involved. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you from me here at the Zebra Morning Show. Sorry your friends didn't care enough about you to send you an actual birthday shout out, but happy birthday. Send us your birthday shout outs. They're free. Here's what's not free. Zebra Podcast Network merch. We don't make any money. This is not a fundraiser, but we do have merch available. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, water bottle stickers. We got all sorts of interesting products available. Scan the Dino code or go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com. And again, we don't make any money from this stuff, but it would be cool to see people wearing the gear or stickers on the laptops, the whole thing. Thank you in advance. If you want to submit your announcements or shout-outs on the morning show, visit our website, zebrapodcastnetwork.com. You could submit something on our Google form, or, better yet, this is a podcast, submit a voicemail. And now, the Zebra Sports Desk. Good morning, Zebra sports fans. Winter sports are coming. We got basketball, wrestling, bowling, winter track, and Z Sports. If you need more information about joining a winter sport, see our athletic director, Mr. Conger, and make sure you get the information about getting registered on Family ID and having your physical so you are up to date and healthy and cleared and eligible to participate. We look forward to seeing you on the courts, on the mats, at the lanes, and playing video games. Winter weight room is coming soon. It'll begin after school in December, and that'll be after school. And if you'd like more information about winter weight room, see Coach Glahusky for more information. And our final call, if you're interested in boys and girls bowling, see Coach Oviedo in D215, and make sure you join the Google Classroom, VAMTL4Z. And let's get that bowling team out of the gutter. That's it for sports. Go Zebras! Go Zebras, indeed.
You're listening to the Zebra Podcast Network. Your school, your voice.
All right. Today, I want to talk about something that I think could make a huge difference in how you see yourself and your future. Self-awareness and values. I know it might sound a little abstract at first, but let me break it down, because this isn't just about some distant, faraway concept. It's about your life right here and right now. Self-awareness is basically about understanding what makes you, you. It's paying attention to what you like, what you care about, and what annoys you, and why you do what you do. Think about it. How often do we stop and ask ourselves why we feel a certain way or make certain choices? Do we follow the crowd, or do we actually take time to think about what feels right for us? Let's be real. Every single one of you has things you care about, things you believe in, whether that's family, friends, music, or a dream you have for the future. But here's the key question. Why do those things matter to you? What values do they reflect? Maybe it's loyalty, honesty, freedom, or creativity. Knowing your values gives you a kind of internal compass. It helps you make choices that feel right, even when things get complicated or tough. But how does that play out day to day? Let's say you value honesty. Knowing that can guide how you treat others and how you want them to treat you. Or maybe it's creativity, a big part of who you are. If that's the case, maybe you'll look for ways to bring that into your schoolwork, your hobbies, or even the career that you dream about. When you start aligning your actions with your values, life starts to feel more meaningful, more you. This is because, whether we're aware of it or not, our choices create a ripple effect. They impact the people around us and shape who we're becoming. Imagine the kind of influence you can have by being clear on who you are and what you stand for. It's like lighting a path for others to follow, showing people that it's possible to be true to yourself even when it's not easy. So here's my challenge to you, zebras. Spend a few minutes every day just reflecting. Ask yourself, what's important to me? Or why did I make that choice? Don't just float through life reacting to what happens. Be the kind of person who thinks, who knows themselves, and who isn't afraid to stand up for what they believe. In the end, knowing yourself and understanding your values isn't just about you. It's about the impact you'll have on your world. So start that journey today. Because once you know who you are, you're unstoppable. Have a great day, zebras.
Thank you for listening to the Zebra Morning Show. Please tell a friend to help spread the word. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on X, Instagram, and Threads at Zebra Podcast Net. Visit our website at zebrapodcastnetwork.com where you can learn about joining us. And don't forget to send us your announcements and shout-outs. Have a great day, Zebra Nation.